maybe make their way into ESL Pro League as well. Of course, if you guys don't know, ESL Challenger has had a bit of a change, at least in Europe, when it came to how ESL Challenger League does work. There in the previous seasons, we saw a best of 2 elimination, or best of 3 elimination going on, where we had double bracket and all that sort of good stuff going through, and Sinners unfortunately weren't able to go ahead and really thrive in that environment. But luckily here for Sinners Esports, we are now transitioned back into group play, as we do see groups A through D looking to start on off. Of course, first to 3 is going to be able to take the top slot.
OK, doufám, že to všechno funguje.
What is going to be happening here? Of course, just taking a quick
look at how
the group stage does work. The top 2
okay,
go into
to
playoffs. The 2 after that, the 3rd and 4th place, will be staying in ESL Challenger League, and then the 5th and 6th of each group will be forced into elimination. So it is going to be a bit of a rough go of it. One thing to note really quickly is CSGO is done. It's out the window. We will not be seeing CSGO going further here in ESL Challenger League. We're going to be seeing CS2 on the docket for one of the first times. I had the pleasure to cast it for the first time yesterday over on CSTV, looking to go ahead and have the open qualifiers there on that channel for ESL Challenger over in, I don't know how to say the name. I'll be honest, I avoided saying it. But we'll be looking forward to seeing what they're going to be able to do coming forward. I've been able to cast this game once, so I might be a little bit on the rough side. We might be a little bit rough on the stream as well. One thing to note really quickly for you guys viewing enjoyment is there is a problem with All Director currently. It is busted. So I'll be doing all of the observing as well as the commentary onto today's stream, as well. Things are a little bit broken here in CS2 still, and also the HUD is kind of trash as well. So just a few housekeeping things out of the way. So we should be able to get into this here in just a few minutes. Currently waiting on all these players to ready up into the server and join on through. Once we do, we will be good to go. We do have 10 out of 10 in the server now, so it's just moments away, about 3 minutes now. But I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a bit of information about what is going on here, since it is a little bit different there from the previous seasons. So I felt like it was valuable information for you guys to have. Of course, one thing to note is we are in Group B. There, of course, that's teams like Apex, Aurora, Sprouts, Sangal, and the Prodigies all in our group. So those are who our competition are going to be coming up forward and seeing where we do place. Of course, at the top of the group right now, no games have been played just yet, is Apex and Aurora. They're the 2 teams that are favored here in the group, but Sinners and Sprouts are just right down below them at 3rd and 4th. So anyway, that's housekeeping stuff. That is what's going on. Coming to a close, so we'll start to take a quick look at this match in particular. Of course, this is a best of 3, looking at the first map of Anubis. This is the pick of Sinners. Of course, since this is being played on CS2, statistics might not reflect what actually happens today. So taking a very quick peek at some of those stats really quickly from Go, we do have an 89% win rate there on this first map of Anubis. Meanwhile, Sprouts sitting at 54% win rates. Of course, their map pick is going to be Vertigo, sitting at an 83% Meanwhile, Center sitting at 11 maps with a 36% win rate, so it's a little bit more on that lesser end. But, of course, if we do look at that final one, the decider, that's Ancient,
no, tak sere, všudy, vždycky hrajou Inferno Sinners. To je tak dobrý permaban mít Inferno.
So it can really go either way, to say the least. So I think it's going to be a relatively good time, but things might be a little bit broken as we do move forward, so please just keep that in mind. This isn't anybody's control, unfortunately, so we will be looking to just try and make the best of what we got, because, well, things are going to be a little bit more on the rougher side, most likely. So please just keep that in mind as we do try and make this work in a good way. So, you know, is what it is, but I'm having to readjust some things because it's kind of broken for CS2. And alrighty, we're going to be looking to get things underway. Here we go once again. Map 1, pistol round, is about to be live. And here we go once again. Alrighty, the map of Anubis here on CS2. We do see some initial pressure coming out from the Sprouts over here towards mid. Oscar will be able to start things off. Takes off the first half. Head now looking to follow it up. Zagno plays aggressive to find himself a nice little double, leaving it all down into the final 2 hands of Spooky as well as Rawls. And as they're stuck here on a 2v5, there's not too much to do. Spooky trying to find himself a little bit of salvaging to be done, but unfortunately for him, not going to be available as Shock does rip his head right on off, leaving it all the way down into a 1v5. And Rawls, I'm not sure what you can do here, because right now, the side of Sinners most likely looking at putting their first on the board. And there we go. Zedko able to finish it off. Gets himself a nice little 3-piece into the round. Put themselves 1-0 there on the center side. Now, we're going to be looking to see how much farther they're able to take it. Now, they could be looking to go ahead and put themselves 2-0. Depending if there is a force buy that comes out of Sprouts, we could very easily see them go ahead and set themselves 3-0. But if it's full save, we're going to be looking at full rifle round coming around the corner there for Sprouts. And I think that's going to be the name of the game today. And also, what's good, chats? I apologize. There is delay on the stream. But I'm doing good. I hope you guys are doing well as well. Anyways, into the Glocks, of course. Looks like it's going to be a bit of an A-type pop. One player to hold it off. You're looking at Shock trying to do the work. He can do the work. He starts to. Gets attacked down in response, but he's got 2. And damage onto another. We do see Zyphon find a bit of a kill. Rawls tries to take impression as All-Star finds out all 3 there to close it off. Very quickly, we do see Sinners go ahead and set themselves 2-0.
Já mám vyplay mikrák, do kundy.
We do get into the rifle round here for Sprouts.
Jo. A čau Slípku. Hezký, docela dobrý začátek. Jo. To ano bys musíme vyhrát. Nevěřím tomu, že se nás dokážou uklídat Inferno.
Now we do get rolling underway once again. Full rifle round.
Jsem nás trénoval CS2, tak snad. Tohle je strašně divný angle. Dobrý. Kámo, co se děje? Nikdo neumírá ze Sinners. Nejde slyšet, jo, došlo mi to, no. Down into 4v2. Does Oscar eliminate Spooky, leaving it down to wonderful. Well, Sinners, nicely done. Look to try and keep the momentum going, but wonderful, keeping himself into this. Able to find himself another frag and brings it down into a 1v3. Sinners by velice potřebovali úspěch tohohle turnaje, no. Tak snad. Well, let's see. Wonderful. Looks to be making his way over there towards that B site. He does have the bomb to use as he edges his way around with this Kalashnikov. A couple pieces of utility to go ahead and isolate these fights. That smoke mi přijde lepší saveovat. Especially here in CS2. But he's got 2 players to deal with. First player's going to be co tady dělá, jako nevím. Player down to connect. Ale to vidím nereálně, no. Seeing them not try and force this engagement. It's a lot of sense. Time is limited and wonderful. Has to try and go for it. Prostě seká. Things are a little bit more laggy than I like it. No, to se seká to demo, jo, to já nemůžu. To seká ten jejich stream. Shock waits around the corner. The shot rings out and Shock is able to close it out. So of course, the side of Sinners put themselves 3-0. Sinners, no. Dobrý, ale seká jsem stream. We'll see how much farther they're able to take it. As we do see another save call coming on through here from Sprouts. Sinners should be able to go ahead and set 4-0, but 5-0. That'll be the question. Let's see, did they fix GoTV there in the previous patch? I have no idea. Not GoTV, but All Director. Oh, wow. Well, that's pretty. It already looks a little bit better. Maybe last patch they did something cool to All Director. Completely broken yesterday. Still some weird things with the gun, but we do see a little bit of utility being tossed out. That HG. Ooh. Not as strong as I thought it might have been, but Spooky starts to make his way forward. Able to find it first. Eliminates Shock, of course. Gets himself enabled as to use, puts it down into a... Kamo, tohle je klasický Sinners kolo, jestli prohrajou. To mě poser, Sinners prohrajou Enterprise kolo. Naštěstí Zetko hraje. Dobrý, tohle bude, tohle. To bylo strašidelné. Co to je ten view model? What the fuck?
Keeping themselves a nice little lead, but another rifle round's coming around the corner. Also, what's good, Boro? Hope you're doing well, man.
Uf, no, jako. Oscar má vypo. Krásný full buy. Tohle bude těžký kolo na vyhrání. Dost možné. Nebo takhle. Tady to je to kolo, co musí vyhrát Sprouti, no. Tohle je pro Sprouty důležitý už. To bylo zajímavý od Kverce. Jak už se snažil využívat tu novou mechaniku. Zetko, to ti muselo být jasný. To ti muselo být jasný. Slyšel jsi tam flash hozen pravým tlačítkem. To ti muselo být jasný. To na safe. Je to BO13, že? Ty vole, počkej. Takže vlastně tady už 4 klasů, sakra hodně náskok. Ty vole, to je divný. No, stačí nám 2 kola a vyrovnali jsme polovinu. To je weird. Čas Denda. Ve 4 je playable, ne tuhle situaci. Ale proč to vůbec píkuje, repíkuje? Proč je to saveuje? Baj máme furt krásnej. To jako určitě máme, ale... Tohle je furt v pohodě, baj, jako... No, jako tak máme jenom šoka s Deaglem, jinak furt v pohodě, ale... Já bych to taky savenul Ondro, ale v tu chvíli. Takže mi to... ale... Yes! Tohle může být ono. Může být strašně Proč takhle blízko hrál s tím vypem? Takhle zbytečně agresivně. Kverc není ready na tohle. Ale nějakým způsobem tam dá hlavu. Kámo, ok, Kverc teďka zachránil kolo. Let's go. Tohle kolo bylo strašně dobrý pro Sinners. Jako po tomhle kole by neměli peníze, takže tady to museli dát. A mají to tam. Tohle bylo kolo, co potřebovali Sprouti a máme ho. Takže to je dobře. Tak strašně random spot tam to. Smoky, ty vole. Ty smoky jsou úplně jeblí. Protože nikomu tady nevyhovujou od Sinners. That's wonderful, no?
Try to take this weapon out of his hands, but as we see him on this board now, look for the fights. Missile shots fly through, nothing's found out. Beastie.
Kverci tam prostě čekej. Prosím, nepíkuj nic.
We'll see the final shots come on through. Zedko coming up from the back line is able to finish him off and put a 5th on the board.
Tak teďka pokud ty si nezvládl tohle kolo, tak by mohli vyhrát polovinu, zároveň potom jít proti nějakému divnému forsu. Baže teď vrtaj. Oj, Cortius, proč teď? Možná něco, že ty jste slyšet, tak já jsem mutnu. Ale teďka tady začali vrtat. Takže super. Tohle kolo by bylo strašně dobrý, jsme měli. Potom jsme šli proti Forsu a mohli bychom hrát polovinu.
But as we do get back on the way,
oni to čekají.
Sgumio to get things rolling, eliminates the aggressive shock. Of course, Zedko looks to respond, drops the Molotov over towards the entrance, forces these players.
Brr, no, tak je to slyšet asi, no. Já si říct, tak mě to jestli to je jako špatný.
And like I said earlier on in the broadcast before we did get into the matchup, Auto Director is extremely buggy right now.
Já to mute.
When I say extremely, I mean the guns jump around. Well, it looks like we're going to be seeing the bomb start to go ahead and posture its way over there towards that B site. Only one player to play for that fight over there. Look at that Quartz. Take that first engagement. His teammates are going to have to rotate quickly. There's a player over there trying to shut down mid. That is Towson. They're looking to do so. As we get underway over there towards that B site, the first engagements look to come through. Wonderful with the up. Boom! Spots out Quartz and finds the elimination very early on. I think that's a save call to be made. Centers in the 3v5 retake, just not all too possible.
Tohle je taky skoro na save, rovnou. Jako savenout tady ty guny by pomohlo, protože 5v2 to je furt jako hezký nad BO13. Navíc tady je dost té straná mapa, jo? 5 za CT, to je krásný.
Also, Jet, I am seeing the frames drop every now and then. They're on the live feed. I'm not 100% sure what's going on. Everything's reading just as normal as it was.
Hezký, hezký, hezký,
I think we'll
hezký.
have to tweak some things.
Ten půjde na Galil. Já mu dropnu ten.
I'll make sure I have that all sorted out before the next ECL game for Sinners. I'll run some tests. Rather hard to run tests because, well, hard to find good TVs at this point, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh. Saw this bug yesterday.
Tak, teď je to kolo, co by se fakt hodilo, protože jinak budeme mít eko. Takže přesně, kdyby nám vlezli tak, aby jsme ubrali utilitkama, by bylo fajn. Bohužel nějak jsem to letěl přesně mezi. O můj bože, jak to mysnul. Jak teď to trefil. Vidíš ho tam? Co děláš, kurva, kverci? Kamo, vidí ho tam, on si tam jen tak stojí furt. Kamo. Hezký, hezký. Viděl ho, Oscar. Ukaž mi Oscara. Co je tohle za kameru?
We see him running around over there to the CT spot and playing towards that A side. It's definitely the right call. 2 players to hold it off. Look at that Beastic and Shock to try and make the work happen. One coming through connector. The other two through A main. And of course there's...
Dokud Wonderful misuje, tak to je to dobrý. No misuje tak na půl.
They aren't watching for it. Oh, Shock.
Tohle CV4 reálné. Ne, kámo. Jejich pičo, in-game leader, vole, všechno udělá. Jako 7-5 není špatný. Jo, za CTčka, to je si myslím, že dost dobrý. Už v aktuální chvíli. To je tak strašně lehký si získat na těch 5 kol a mít v dobrou stranu za CTčka. Prostě... To je tak strašně hloupý, ty pistolky mají tak strašně velký impact, reálně teď to jde vidět. Já jsem se tak moc neuvědomil, dokud jsem to hrál sám, než to vidím teďka. Bits of a USPS round. Of course, Sinners were fully reset there in the previous. It was an important round that passed us by. Not go their way. It's allowing Sprout to go ahead and bring themselves within one. Early aggression there from Beastic. Now catches out Towson. Rawls does go to back him up. Starts to take off some heads. Towson able to follow it up. Rawls gets one more. We see that go ball there at the end. Kámo, můžou už tam vrtat retardovaný kreténi, vole. To nemůžu nechat na zítra, je skoro 8 hodin, vole. Budu tady vrtat.
Now we are nearing the end of this first half. As we set 5-4, just 3 more rounds remain for Sinners on their CT side. They would love to go ahead themselves up at 8.
Jedno kolo by strašně bylo fajn. Jako, pokud vyhráme tohle kolo, tak to bude fajn, ale oni budou být bye už na každý kolo. Jedno kolo stačí. A to musí být tady to kolo, no, teoreticky, protože pak tam bude těžký bye. Tohle mohl být kill, ale nebyl, takže tohle možná rozhodne o hře. Naštěstí. Ale tady musí Kverc udělat. Všichni zase pochcípávají teď všechny duely. Proti těm kalachům prostě, jak kdyby neměl šanci.
As these players play forward, they could be able to play for the retake. Wonderful is the only man towards sight. There are 2 players right there at his back. And oh, Oscar. So unfortunate.
Unfortunate, jemu bylo, jak kdyby tam nemohl projít. Mě to spíš úplně nehlídan, to bylo spíš hloupý.
Over there towards Bridge. He's going to hear a lot of noise and Bridge is trying to fight fortunately for him. Takes the fight a little bit too early.
Tak za ty téčka mají si něco připravenýho, víš co, většinou když trénuješ a připravuješ se na něco, tak si připravíš za té stranu, za té stranu se moc nepřipravíš. Tak snad tam je vymyšlený něco dobrýho, protože jinak to v píči. Jsem tady to kolo. Digly, ok, víš co. Ok. A tak tady ten kill si nedá z riflerou, ale dá se to pouze s Diglem, ty vole.
Find out 1 or 2 more, things would be in a rather good state regardless of what happens. The utility is tossed out. See them look to try and play their way forward over here towards the safe side. 3 players to hold them off. For the AK in the server. The opposite end of the map picked up there, but it's Zedko. It was followed up there with a bit of a one-big on the rolls. Wall tries to kill, and Talcin tries to shoot the shot. Falls there at the end, lifting it all down to Quartz. Who's alone in the 1v3 there with the AK. Just likely to try and save over himself.
Kámo, ať mi jdou vyvrtat v prdel.
Go for it, but not gonna be able to work out. He did find Spook in the midst of that. Wonderful. Here to refrag him back, introducing the full buy round coming through here for the final round of the half. We could be looking at 6-6 on the scoreboard, a tied game. Good luck. We'll see what they got.
Nejde dobrý. Ale vole, už se bál, že to pomyslel všechno. I to, že Rals má tak najednou dobrý aim dneska. Vždycky hraje jak hovno. Ne. Yes! Yes. Prosím tohle kolo, o můj bože. O můj bože, yes! Remízovali jsme polovinu za CTčka. To je krásný výsledek. Co se děje? Okay. Krásný. Tohle je hezká polovina.
Sinners, right on the heels of Sprout here, or rather no, right on the heels, right on the feet. I say sit right in line with the tied game here at the end of the half. Still not used to having tied halves.
Jako to je trošku divný, no, jako tied half, no.
I don't like it. Well, get underway. No half conversion. No lead had. Both these teams essentially restarted the game. As we said, 6-6 here at the pistol. Stars, of course, have a little bit of momentum coming out to that first half, but as Zyphon takes off the head of Shock early on.
What?
Ooh, Quirks!
What? Ani nepíknul!
Find out one for himself, but as Spooky and Co make the way from Canal, Zedko tries to respond. BC able to find one as well.
Okay. Tohle vypadá dobře. Tyhle pistolky mají tak velký impact. Získat obě pistolky je tak strašně dobrá věc. O můj bože. Kamo? Sinners zatím hráli proti Sproutům. Kolik hráli pistolek? Dohromady proti jsem viděl, že hráli Sinners 6 pistolkových kol proti Sproutům. Tady to, ne, vlastně 8 dohromady. A Sinners hráli úplně všechny. Naposledy hráli Sinners 3-5 proti Sproutům, vyhráli úplně všechny pistolky, takže to je 6 těch. A teď vyhrál další pistolky, obě. To je 8 vyhraných pistolek z 8 proti Sproutům. Sprouti neumí pistolky proti Sinners, očividně. Což je strašně fajn. Podívej se, jen tady ty pistolky jim dali hned další kolo, krásný baj. To je krásný. To prostě potřebujeme takhle získat kolo zarma. Obejš takovou áčko, dobrý. Jestli nesou teda každý úplně, kdo ví kde, každý jinde.
These players are in the way around the USPS round. They start to push their way forward and Shock take off the first head. Of course, Zedko and Shock there to close things out as they forced it forward. The doesn't work out. Save call was made, of course. They have full buy round coming up into the next, but Sinners are looking at 8 now.
Vlastně hrál Skara. Koho to bylo? Doufám, že to bylo někoho ze Sproutů. To bylo krásný.
Shock guns him down. Chat, once again, I will apologize for the glitchy guns. It's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Dětka, yep.
It is completely out of my control. As we get underway, we do see the side of Sinners go ahead. Preface their way towards that A cycle. Only one player to take a fight over there. That is Towson. Majority of the Sprout players.
Oh.
Towards B as the first engagement comes through Zek.
What? Tak jste totálně retardi, Sinners třeba? To byl free kill tohle. Jasně, uberte si nejdem všechny životy. Šok dostal naštěstí dobrý timing. Jo, už ho zabij konečně, vole. Kámo, what? Teď jsi to tam viděl nahoře! What? Co všichni dělají? Ne! Oni to... Ne! Ne, kdo je ta osmička? Kdo je ten čurák osmý? Nenávidím Ralze. Jo, tady je dobrý spot. Jestli to plentne takhle? To je hezký. Není. To je v prdeli. 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 Oni refujou? Nerefujou. Kámo, máme vyhráno. Máme vyhráno. 11-6, takhle lehce. What? Ne, 10-6. No i tak, to je kámo strašně dobrý. A jenom díky těm pistolkovým kolám, kámo.
But we'll see what can be done. By the way, here's the scoreboard for those of you that are asking. Alrighty. Oscar. Tricky shot there. Starts things off.
Zetkošota klasická. Hlasí Oscar. Viděl jsi ho, konečně doufám, že něco skvert spotnul taky. Ten přijde, že úplně oslepl, kámo. V CS2. Asi dostává flashbang z té mapy, jak je světlá.
As they do preface their way over there towards that B site, there's no one to take fight direct. There's a couple in close rotation that could be able to make their way there. They're getting a lot of information. Oscar spots one over there towards bridge.
Okay.
Finds out Spooky as he was being spammed down. Oh, wonderful.
Wonderful, kdo jiný, kámo, dá takhle hlavu líglem. Ještě kverc. Ok, nechápu jak, ale...
All's the man with the plan, looking at his legs. See him just hanging out over there towards bridge, possibly looking for exits.
Až se bude hrát Inferno, čekej, že to bude vypadat takhle clean, ale ze strany Sproutu, jo? Doslova. Krásný šátek, máme plno peněz, jako není jich tolik, ale plno peněz. Oscar tam má skoro 10k. Furt ani nemá vypo. A tady zase Sprouti jdu do nuly. Tohle kolo, pokud se vyhrajeme, kamo, chápeš, tak obrovská výhoda. Ty pistolky dělají tolik. Když tohle kolo když to kolo prohrajeme, jsme v pohodě. Ale vyhrát to je obrovská výhoda zase. Takže jako tady jsou obě dvě možnosti v pohodě. Ahoj, Peťa. Kámo, to Baštovo a Kalach dostal glowdown, nebudu ti nic říkat. Oni jsou 3 na Bčku. Tady je myč správná volba. O ne, tohle je hnusnej spod do tousna. Ono tam neviděl. Jo, kdo jiný, vole, kdo si tam dával Xantare s whipem. Oni teď jdou na Bčko. Tohle je geniální od Sinners. Tohle je geniální. Oni tam byli 3, nechali je vybejtit na to, že jdou na mid a na Ačko a zůstal tam jeden. Tohle bylo krásný. A vůbec na to nejsou ready. A i na klasickém spotu tohle si nás počekujou si a Rals tady chcípne. To je tak klasický spot. Přesně tak. A máme Bčko. Máme plant. Pokud teda plant nešok. On jim dal čas, aby se sem ještě přemístil, vole. Nemisař. Ten spray je odpornej. Kámo, ten Kalach dostal takový glowdown. Proč jsou ty stickery zvlášť žlutý? Paž to je genius, jo, tohle bylo geniální. Tohle bylo fakt jako geniální kolo. Oni se ujou. No kids out on the field. I think the save call is going to have to be made in Sinners. Are going to put themselves at 11. Tohle and bring it within 1 of map points, looking to Sinners on in the map. Bylo fakt nádherný od Bašty, no. Velice chytře udělaný. Jenom 3 timeouty. Zmenšili to jenom na 3 timeouty. Ale já si půjdu pro 5, jo. Hned tady budu.
Alrighty, bit of a timeout being called here by the CT side. That is Sprout trying to think things through. Their defense has been lackluster, to say the least. It has been a bit of a rough go of it. And yes, this match and all matches broadcasted of ESL Challenger League here to the channel are best of 3.
Okay, jsem tady.
We get back underway. We're looking to see if Sinners can hit 12 here.
Dění 2-1 minuty, jo. Škoda. Ale proč ne, zase v finále Eklot proti Sinners bude zase víc jako entertaining, víš co? Počkej, takže Sinners půjdou hned proti Entropic jako první, že? Teoreticky by měli jít proti Entropic. To je krásný začátek na tom. A D&E proti Sampi půjdou, no. Proč ne?
Tim and Spooky. Let's make a bit of a hole. Utility has tossed out the execute comes through. Trying to force these players back. Spooky gets Molotov down all the way to 60. His teammate falls.
Oh, kámo, to je nádherný.
Very quickly able to take his life away. Leaves it down.
Krásná Anubis.
Here for Sprouts, and unfortunately for them, I don't know if a retake is even available. You have Wonderful on the up. His teammates and Kind looking to be right on his heels. But I don't think they go for it.
Oni do toho fakt nepůjdou.
Your economy.
Oni fakt jdou stylovat, ale půjdou hrát overtime. GG's, máme Anubis. Ale docela dost clean. Jo, a zase kdyby se hrál do 16, tak to bude daleko víc nebezpečné. Teď jsem rád, že se hraje do 13, ale jako... Pokud by se hrál do 16, to by bylo fakt jako nebezpečné. Protože pravděpodobně by si nafarmili víc za téčka z Sprouti. Ale dost možná by ještě teď něco dávalo, no. Ale pojď. Vlastně neslyžuji. Jo, už jenom jedno kolo, bude to tam. Potom bude mezipauza, takže možná otevřeme kapsle. Proč ne? Když není co dělat mezi tím.
Now Sprout, do you hold on to things? Here from map number 1, or do you say GG go next? We make our way back into it. But this is Sinners at map
okay, hezký nade.
And that is Oscar opening things up.
Oscar vyhrál duel proti Wonderfullovi, to je co chci vidět.
He finds the man advantage for Sinners from the up. Of course, Beastie able to follow it up, eliminates Rawls. Leaves it all down to Towson and Code. Towson gives away his possession. Shot able to punish. Leaves
Máme
it
to
down
tam,
to the final
kámo.
2.
5v2 není možný. Spook má příšernou pozičku. Tohle je pozička, kterou někde nepřežije, ti říkám. Podívej se, kolik to mají flashů. Tohle si určitě flashnou. A Zifon tady. Ne, on.
As he starts things up, finding out the first. Oh, Zedko misses his initial shot. Is able to find the closer.
Tak jo.
And that'll be all she wrote. Sinners able to take map number 1 here in this best of 3. Look at a real hop for themselves as we do move forward. Of course, this is a best of 3, so we're not done and dusted just yet.
Tak. Můžeme mutnout. To se docela povedlo, rozhodně. To stopnu, ať to nelaguje, když půjdeme na ty kapsle. Tak mám nějaký update do CSK, takže to se chvíli bude to. Když se vidíme, o čem tady mluví, nebo jestli mají prostě pauzu. Já mají tady prostě pauzu, OK. Tak, mám tady 2 GB nějaký update. To se mi chvíli bude updateovat, no. To si budeme muset počkat. Já to můžu ukázat. Tady jak se mi toto. To se chvíli ještě bude dělat. Já bych tady měl nějaký písničky, víš co? Když mám tady nic neto, tak ať tady není takový ticho, taková nuda. Tak tady něco dám. Spad tohle. Počkej. To bude absolutní tragédie, tak to ne. Spad tohle. Jest, to je ono. Já se budu trošku sekat stream kvůli tomu updateu. To se mi stahuje. Můžu se to, pardon. Tak, tady budu. OK. Aha. OK, zapnu si webku. Tak, výborně. A podívám se, jestli to mám už. Výborně, tak zapínám. Podívám se, jak je na tom tady. Pořád nic. Tak samozřejmě, teď to vidíte retardovaně, já to trošku opravím. Tak jo. Půjdeme to. Koupit nějaký, já nevím jaký. Koupím asi polovinu tady ty. A druhou polovinu tady ty. Ne. OK. Tady jdeme na to. Jsem mohl držet tu kejsu, já jsem na to zapomněl. Nevadí. Já tam trošku víc potichu, je to ten hlas, co? Tohle. To je možná až moc potichu zase. Klidně jsem rád, že jsem nedostal tam tu holo. Tu blast holo radši nechci ani. He? Doufám, že jsem nedostal tam tu holo, to bych byl ještě fakt nasranej. Heroic Gold, to bych si s radostí vzal, nezlobil bych se. Ale si tady to ani pičoviny, takže... Ok, nic nám nepadlo. Inventář už zase pomalej tím zase. Tady to už možná nejsou žádný, musím tady dát, abych možná nějak nezajímá tady ty. Jak jsou na tom Sinners? Čeknu to. Ne, ještě nehrajou. To děláme ještě trošku víc zajímavější. Tak jo, držte palce. Gaby, nedej nám něco hezkýho. Tohle není to hezký, co jsem chtěl, tohle si drž do prdele. Okay. Mám statrakový dualky, kámo. To je věc, ty vole. Ok, mám statrakový dualky. Krásný. Strašně hezký, kolik to stojí? Hraje se Vertigo? OK. O, 1,5, jako tak příšerný to není. Mohlo to být daleko horší. Tak a 11 tady těch. O můj bože, kámo, co tam je nějaký strašně starý playlist, nebo jsem to pustil? WTF. To je trošku nostalgie. Padam padam pam 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 padam pam 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 padam padam pam pam padam padam pam pam padam padam pada padam pada papa pada papa pada papa pada pada papa pada 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 Okay. Okay. Nic moc. Takže tohle můžu zavřít. A dám tam to. Už hrajou? Jo, už hrajou, aha, to jste mi měli říct, ale. Tohle jsem nevěděl, že hrajou. To jsi mi měl Ondro říct. Ne, my prohráli pistolky! Dobře, máme vyhrát na pouze 8 pistolek z 9. Co se dá dělat? As we do see Sprout go ahead and get themselves a bit of a lead going together. We see Sprout sitting 2-0 with setters now onto their first full rifle round here of Vertigo. Máme krásný rifle proti SMGčkám. Tohle by mohlo vyjít. Rozhodně by to mohlo vyjít. Mělo by to spíš vyjít.
back underway. A1S is to use here. They're going to be looking to try and shut things down, put it first on the board for themselves. This is an incredibly important one. If they don't win this, we're looking at 3-0 and possibly 4-0 for Sprout, since this is the
Oni tam Zetka udělají úplně na kaši.
Players edge their way around. Play their way up, possibly over towards B. Aggressive stance coming out of B, staking quartz over here towards ramp. Be all too fruitful just yet, as majority of these players here from Sprout are about to execute. Out towards this B site where 2 players are stationed up, of course. Look at Zedko behind white box. Shock back inside. Initial utility throw. Zedko not able to find anything. Will be eliminated. Of course, Shock. Oh, roughly is eliminated. But of course, we do see All-Star down the trade, leaving it down to a 3v4. Goes ahead, finds out one to bring it almost down to equal. Needs one to possibly do it. Beastie tries to take an engagement, but isn't able to find it from scaffolding just yet. Now, Quartz tags out his teammate Spooky. Eliminating Beastie. Save call gonna have to be made. Sprout. Beautiful little post play. Gonna be able to close things out. Put a third on the board for themselves. After taking onto this B site successfully and putting it 3-0 to their side.
No, tohle není dobrý.
Oh, there's one coming out. Oscar, bit of an exit. Zyphon finish it. With Oscar falling, we see one man. Quartz just saving over.
No, tak ukaž. Co předvedou? Oh shit. Jako... Mine není tak špatný. Když přesto není ideální. A kdyby hlava padla... Okay. Je tohle, jestli vyhraju Sinners, kámo, tak já jdu udělat stojku. Ne. Tohle ale by bylo insane docela. O, tady mohl být timing, bohužel. Tam mohl být ale dobrý timing. Jak je nightovaný, ale Spook tady dělá až moc hnusnou věc.
We see 4-0 on the board for the side of Sprout. Again, it is the full rifle round. All-Star finally has his off. So yeah, A1S is for the rest of them. Decent amount of utility, and the initial swing comes through. A bit of a 3-person swing for Oscar. Go ahead and get the initial. That spooky ball.
5v4, výborně, konečně to bude to kolo. Ale 4-0 není ideální. Je to... Oh. Milimetry. Jako prostě 4-0 už je prostě hodně. Jo. Tady to nevidím na... Jaká je třetí mapa, Ondro? Jo, je třetí mapa, co by to mohlo být? Ancient? I guess. Ancient nebo Overpass to bude, ale... Co z toho?
Maybe rotate over towards that B site. There is 45 seconds on the clock, so plenty of time to do it in.
Nebo jestli Instaban sproutuje Overpass nebo Ancient? Já nevím. Já jsem Sprouty neviděl vlastně skoro vůbec hrát, když takhle jako... No, minimálně si nevybavuju jejich piky.
shots ringing through. Nothing's really connecting up just yet. Try and make their way forward. Just 10 seconds on the clock now. Gotta get planted. Oh, shock there. That's all she wrote. Sinners gonna be able to fairly cleanly go ahead. Put a first on the board for themselves. Wonderful does retreat back. Trying to save over a rifle. It's gonna be able to successfully with just a single digit of HP to his name. Now we get back underway, full rifles coming through. A little bit of utility split down. Ooh, Sprout. Currently playing through mid and ooh.
Jdi do píči.
Spooky. Find a little bit of damage off with some shots. He does retreat back knowing that his life could be limited. He held that fight together.
Oni nevíme kam půjdou. Mi to fakt vrotí na Bčko. No ty vole. GG, jsem prohráli kolo.
Just like that, they've opened up B. Not much of a chance into it to center. Save call's going to be made. That's going to be Sprout putting a fifth on the board. They got themselves a lead of 5. Of course, Sinners, they got to try and find themselves some momentum here on the CT side as quickly as they can. They're by. Not going to be huge into the next round. They're trying to carry over 2 rifles, but as Oscar falls, Quartz will fall as well. Zypod there to finish it. 5-1, 4-round lead. Sprouts. A bit of a buffer zone to work with. As Sinners don't necessarily have the greatest bias. Their economy is rather disjointed.
Kámo, ale si nerozdávají furt takový mrtky. Se nedá hrát proti tomu.
I don't necessarily like this out Sinners, but I guess gives them a chance into this. But as they start to fall, Oscar not able to win out the first fight. Spooky guns them down at the top of the smoke. Look it all down to Quartz to try and salvage. The players are advancing forward pretty quickly. Spooky man just playing rather brazily is able to find out Quartz. Beastie was eliminated as well. Now it's a chance into this. And Sprouts are going to be looking to go ahead. Put a 6 on the board. They bring themselves within 1 of converting the half their direction. Well, Sinners, they don't have a buy yet to use. Their economy is kind of intact. Dogs being hunted. Back in dogs, we see them spring their trap. Able to find the final. 6-1. Sprouts. Set up by 5. Now looking for quite a bit more. Nope, we get back underway. That's when you see some shots ring on through. Wonderful. Able to find out first. Of course, this is a decent rifle round here for Sinners, one that they desperately need to win. Zedko.
Kámo, tady ty gapy v těch smokech jsou největší sračky. Jako oni nejsou sračky, to je prostě divný. Že tam jsou. Proč si tohle nepočekuje? To je tak klasický spot. Jako já vím, že on věděl, že byl tam, ale jsou ještě 3. I tak. Kámo, co tam teď Zetko udělal? Proč se nechal spotnout? Ne, Wonderful v píči. Oh. To znamená, tohle tak lehký myslel takovou shotu. No je to přesně to místo, kde když myslíš, tak jsi prostě mrtvej. A Bašta byl úplně někde v prdeli, takže... Jako to Vertigo, spíš aby jako Sinners nestratili... Víš co? Jak to říct? Jejich... Já nevím strašně jak to říct to slovo. Jejich rozjezd. Já strašně nevím. Dejme tomu, aby jejich rozjezd. Okay, asi dobrý. Kámo, to jsou tak klasický spoty, ale co tam dělají? Oni dělají úplně základní CS-ko. Sprouti. Tohle mají info, slyšeli to. Šok to všechno slyšel. Šok ví. Šok nečeká. A čekal bych tady taková věc, že Šokoli bude mít nahráno na Infernu, že tady to si bude na Vertigo, že tady to si počekuje, no. Jako? Chtěl bych, aby potom dali ZTčka, aby potom nestratili ten na Ancient, protože Ancient je samozřejmě mapa víc pro ně. To potom půjde samozřejmě líp.
Well, Oscar just hopes to save over there towards A ramp. Finds a shot there. Isn't able to do it. Let's see Strong's there to finish.
Tak si mezi tím dám Counter-Strike. Takže první hráč. Oscar. Super rifler, který je někde z Evropy. A je mladší než Oscar. A byl hodněkrát na majorech. A je to rifler. Nevím. Hunter. O maličko starší než Hunter, takže prvně bude 28. Je to Kalach, ale není to Hunter. A byl víckrát na majoru než Hunter. Hunter byl jen 4krát. Okay.
Beastie. Choose. Slowed out there. Has him eliminated out. Why for the time being, he does try and re-engage. Not to. Going back past sandbags. Get himself back towards site direct.
Snapy. Sakra. Ale je to Dan. Dobrá věc. Co vědět. Je to z Dánska týpek. A byl ještě víckrát než 5krát na majoru. Až byl sakra hodněkrát na majoru. Ale je mladší než to. Glaive? Glaive je 28 a byl ještě víckrát než Glaive na majoru. Děbeti. Dobrý. Bylo něco mínkrát než dobrý, ale blízko k tomu. To bude někdo až moc známý. Ale právě, že ten není fastrál, jestli to méně. Zibnix to nebude, ne? Mohl to být, ale... Byl to Zipnix, dobrý. Ale tady mají prostě Zipnixe, že hraje v Astralis Talent a Gliva, že hraje v Astralis. To mě potom strašně zmátlo tady to, no. No, se tady právě jedno kolo za druhým. CS Gasser. Which map does this belong to? Tohle je nuke.
This is fairly expected.
Nuke Clover. Musím přihlásit, poser mě.
As we get back underway. You see the full rifle coming out, and Quartz takes quite a bit of initial damage. Of course, he puts down the shield is feel. But oh, spooky! So lucky. I got the first, but that goes shot there on the opposite end of the map. It'll shut down Wonderful and Towson. A chance to do too much damage. Players edge their way around. They're slowly done here by Sprout. They're down by a man. They're looking to try and find themselves. Put out towards one of these sites. Could be able to find a towards B if they play their cards right. So looking at Zetko in shock to play for those initial engagements. Well, Spooky making his way over there towards that A site. Looking for a flag. Zetko. Small top out of position. HE comes out barely. Pops a flash. He knows he's in a sticky situation. Is able to escape. But it's Quartz. Eliminates Spooky down the opposite of the map. Oh well. Ooh, good timing. You see it left all down into a 1. And unfortunately, there for Zyphon, not much to be done. Zetko able to swing brazily. Finds out the final. And that's a third for the side of Sinners. They're into the final round of the half.
No.
The possible 8-4 on the board. That's not a bad place to be. Something to keep in mind. 9-3 is considered the 11-4 of MR13. Well, as we do see Shock. Let's start things out. Nothing being found just yet. Ooh, Zetko though. We'll be able to find out that opener. That's a rather massive one to work with there initially. As things are played out rather stagnantly here in the beginning by Sprouts after losing the initial man. Seems like they'll start to commit themselves over here towards stairs. Possibly make their way over towards B. That HG goes down. It's off a tiny bit of chip damage. Not enough to really be too worried just yet, though. If he was closer and heard that information, he could have called that he heard 2 hits.
Ale do prdele.
Swing on Oscar. Wonderful, what a clinical shot.
Klasická wonderfulovka.
We do see this take towards A, look to be committed. 2 players play for fight, 1 rotating over. Let's see what Shock and Co are going to be able to accomplish. As these players look to make their way out, and Rawls plays over here towards short. Finds the first Rawls. Shock and Quartz, they're on the trade. 6 nice and even, but Spooky. For the flag, it's an equalizer. Puts the side of Sprouts into a plantable position. Now the retake looks to come out. The Sci-Fi finds the first. Oh! The swing! Just unnecessary. He's able to eliminate Shock, and we do see 9-3 on the board. Sinners down by quite a few coming onto their T side, but Sprouts 1 round away from double digits. Could be looking to try and close things out. As we get back underway. See these players edging their way around. Some initial utility being thrown out since they played their way towards a site, playing towards the prep. We see Wonderful about to take the engagement, playing with the dualies. One swinging, Wonderful finds a kill, finds himself two first Quartz. Down the trade is able to go ahead, double it up, treble it up. Quartz looking hot as ever. Go ahead and leave it down until 1v2. Looks to try and play for a fight. He's double swung though, and he's eliminated by Rawls. NT Quartz. Close but no cigar. Get back underway. Side of Sprout. I mean, look at try shut this down quickly. They start. Zyphon's good for 2 before he falls. Zed go there on the trade. List House and Co look to react, and anyone else has been picked up by Shock. He's going to try and chase that, unfortunately for him. He is traded. That's dropped down to his teammates' hands immediately. Zedko backs off. He's going to look for one, but unfortunately for him, Wonderful. Just running and gunning, closes things, getting 2 to his name, and putting it 11th on the board. Now they're within 1 of that point.
Tohle je až moc velký masakr, co teďka si dostávají Sinners od Sproutu. Absolutně nic jako nejsou schopni udělat, takže no. Ale dost to znamená, že mají Sinners 90% win rate na Anubis už. Což je samozřejmě hezký.
Rifles to use here for both squads. Centers. A heck of a long way to go. Try and take us in towards overtime in a tied game. The Sprouts are looking to try and close out
this battle.
Number 3.
Ale Sinners vlastně všechno serou. Vertigo, jako já tohle jsem tak nějak čekal, že dopadne. Ne, že to dopadne 11-3, ale že to dopadne špatně.
Quartz. To get that opener. Finds out Wonderful there at the edge. That smoke, leaving it big down into a 5v4. That advantage just go away with Sinners. Nothing confirmed just yet, though. Man, smokes are wild in this game. And we'll try and force the swing. We do see Spooky. Find out there on the Quartz. That's the A ramp player being eliminated. Sinners will have to commit towards B here at some point soon. Just 30 seconds left.
Oni budou vědět, že půjdu na Bčko. Třeba to šedí už ortejtí.
Tries to boost his way up. Playing over here by stairs. Puts down a little bit of utility. Nothing committed. But
proč na Ačko?
That's what you see these players edge their way back over towards A.
A oni jdou taky na Ačko.
Trying to find backstab. Will be eliminated.
Tohle vůbec nebyl dobrý play. Tohle bylo fakt dobrý play.
Eliminating Oscar before he could get bombed down. And just like that, the save called Nate. Second trying to save, finds to do the save 3 to his name. But of course, nothing being done about the round as 12 is hit.
Hlavě hezký, ale je to hovno.
We are rolling underway. Center's on a bit of a force buy. This is looking to be the end, though. Sprout have themselves rifles used to UGs from us into A1Ss. Oh, as we get underway, Rawls likes to try and play for a fight over here towards short. We'll be able to find out the initial bounce against Allscar, win it out handedly. Well, Wonderful looking to stun Quartz. Ooh, doesn't do so, and Quartz takes off his head. So we do see BC with the kill. Zyphon, trade it back. do see Quartz. The opener. Bring things back into favor by Towson. Able to go ahead and equalize things out. Now Quartz goes ahead, gets himself bombed down safely over towards A. Doc gets himself into a good post plant. The retake from Sprouts looking to occur. Making their way up here from elbow. Start to throw out some flashes to play for these initial fights. Quartz able to avoid it. Does find out first. Looking for another. Tries to advance forward. Swinging there from heaven. We see Shock close out the final. They keep themselves alive another day, putting a fourth on the board.
Okay. Jako tady to nevidím vůbec reálně.
Whoa. That was a huge lag spike. Anyway, we're back underway, of course. A bit of a deco type of round. These players are edging their way around. Sinners have a great chance to go ahead for the fifth to get some major momentum. Of course, they got to run it all the way to 12. It's a long run, but less than it once was there and go. But still, Zyphon able to find out one. Wonderful. Traded out. Refrag being swift. These players edged their way up. A couple of deagles to use there in the Sprouts' hands. Sinners, they seem to want to commit over here towards A. They're playing it rather slow here. Ooh, bit of missed utility there by Oscar. But regardless, Sinners trying to make a move. Quick shot, Beasting is Shock able to find one out. Each Beasting doubles it up, and it's left all down to the final man of Towson. Who's stuck to a 1v4.
Ale jakoby já jsem doufal, že to bude 2-0, já nevím jestli úplně... Tady budu do konce, já to možná budu muset ukončit. Po tady tím nebyl už.
Oscar. There to close it out, finds out the final, of course. As we do see a
put to potom jsem se díval tak na třetinu další mapy, no.
Bringing themselves closer and closer together in the scoreline, still a ways to go though. Another eco type of round need to come from Sprouts, as we do see them looking for a buy into the next. I'm not sure how much farther this could be able to be taken. This next rifle round coming out, Sprout, is really going to be the test for Sinners. Now, it's a bit of a rush with these teams in their new SPS rounds. Gone ahead and played a rush over here towards ramp very quickly. Bit of a shooting gallery for Quartz, Oscar, and Beastie. As we do see the final and Mike Towson being eliminated. Instead, they do put themselves at 6 and bring themselves within half of the scoreline. That's Sprout have put together. Now, 6 more are needed to take us into overtime. That's an extremely long road ahead of us. We'll see what they can do.
Tohle se špatně, si teďka vyhrávají kola, tak přece potřebujeme na to třetí boku. Aby zjistil jejich tempo. Jo, to je to slovo, který jsem ve třetím nemohl vůbec najít. To je hezký tohle, že si lidé.
Edge their way up. Found just yet. Ooh, Zeko though. Go ahead and get himself a bit of an opener. Do you see him eliminated there by Rawls instead? Sit down into a 44, keeping it nice and even.
Nelíbí se mi to, že Rawls docela hraje.
We'll find out one.
To byl důležitý kolo od Kverce. Ten mi dost otvírá Ačko. Je tady ještě Spook. Si Zyphon hází flash 3. Ne. Tohle je úplně prdeli v tu chvíli už. On to fakt nějak přežil. Tohle je doable. Tohle je doable. Tady ten na Oscarovi tohleto. Hezký. OK, to bylo krásný.
Grab one for himself. Of course, Zyphon there on the trade leaves it down to a 1v1. He knows he's over there towards orange box. He hears him drop down. Isn't sure where he is now. There's smoke going in the way.
Tohle má těžký Zyphon, ale i Oscar. Ono nespotnul. Dobrý.
Zyphon taps bomb. Oscar realizes this. Plays at the end. Smoke. Quick scope comes out. And Oscar.
Let's go.
Is able to keep the side of stairs alive at least another day. Here in the map number 2.
Výborný. Výborný, absolutně výborný. Přesně něco takového jsme potřebovali. Co ti budu? Jako, kámo, na to jsem už není tak špatný, jako. Reálně. Předtím jsem to bral, že vždycky, jak má relativně damage, tak nehrál tak špatně. Jo. Tady v tu chvíli si myslím, že to beru asi od té sedmičky. Jakmile má tým 7 až 8, asi těch 8, tak to znamená, že ten tým vůbec nehrá špatně na té mapě.
Molotov was put down over here towards A. They shouldn't know that this is possibly heading this way. So they're just teasing it though. I think they're ultimately going to be looking to head over towards that B side. Like a note is Zedko. All the way in their back line by CT now in the corridor. This bomb looks to go down on that opposite end of the map. Quartz finds one. Wonderful gets a bit of a trade, hey. Doing work with the Deagle. Hey, doing work with the Deagle. It's good for 2.
Wonderful Blazen.
Look off the head of Oscar at that. That's off, but unfortunately for him, Zedko there to trade it out.
Wonderful je fakt jako, že týry na
side of stairs up at 8, now within 2 of double digits. At that point, things begin to look a lot better.
Ale tady vidět, když máš takovýhle statistiky na tier 2. Jo, ale vlastně o moc jiný staty nemá Matis prostě v Sampy, jo. Vem si, jak by ta bestie hrál na tier 1. Chtěl bych ho fakt vidět hrát na tier 1, Matise. Čekám na to, až se nějaký tým konečně pikne. Nevím, jaký to bude, protože to trápně, takže se někdo pikl. Ono se stejně dopadne, že se ho vychová, protože Endpoint vždycky vychová všechny silný hráče a potom to všichni pokradou.
Yeah, no, that smoke is unusable, but still, Zedko gonna be able to find out one. It's the opener over here towards that B side. Of course, player does rotate over while Zyphon holds firm towards site direct. Center's not committed towards either. You do see players starting to edge their way possibly over towards A. Oscar holding down the line of sight. I think B1 does try and peek into ramp.
Jako takhle, bylo to 12-2 tuším. A teď už to vidím docela jako trošku, že tam je možnost jako, že to je reálný ten comeback. Kámo, ten spuk má vždycky tak nejvíc debilní angly. Pojď zpátky do prospektu, retard, ty vole.
As his teammates start to edge their way up, Oscar watching with the up. The Molotov goes down, wonderful. Down to a crisp, bit of a mistake there. It's down to a 3-4 now. Bit of a blunder, didn't get the smoke down in time. Searcher able to react. Ooh, HE.
No.
Looking to clear the smoke and maybe find the shots.
Je hodně špatný. Jestli raz bude mít nějaký... Ne. Další už ne. Oh, ne. Jo. Naštěstí. What?
All of a sudden, the man on site. Zyphon, last man standing. Ooh, gets found, finds one, but shot.
Šok zachránil celý kol, ty vole.
Beautifully played by him. He's able to go ahead.
Kamo 12, 9. Jako tohle není nemožný.
As we see a knight on the
tohle je reálně
board,
duel.
within 1 of double digits.
Eko. Jdu eko, že jo?
See them within 3 of
overtime. Force nějaký. Tohle je duel. What? Šuma to. Pistolky. Oni půjdou double whipo. To vidíš z nich, já už to bude double whipo.
Here for the side of Sprout. And initial shots ringing through from Beastie because he's able to go ahead and find himself a quick little double over there towards a ramp. Nothing is secured just yet, but damage is done initially. And Shock's able to follow it up over there towards CT. That does leave it down to Rawls and Co to try and play for a fight. Rawls does find a nice little one dig there. Well, Towson finds out one.
Come on!
Equalizers.
I do
not unsure where to go since they did lose quite a bit of damage there initially. Able to find openers, but Sprouts finds themselves a rifle to use. Let's see if Rawls, what can you do here? Goes ahead, looks for one, finds it out.
Nah.
Does a little bit of work.
Oh, skoro!
Scary! And oh no! Oh!
Forzy!
They do drop the map. Outgoing 13-9, take it their way, and oh dear. What a shame to see. Still, well done there by Sprout. They keep things alive for another day.
Tohle byla katastrofa to poslední kolo teda.
We will be seeing them go ahead and make their way forward. To map number 3
ale dobrý.
here in the next little bit.
Sinners měli tempo na konci. Měli na konci dobrý tempo. Tohle to může být dobrý pro Ancient. Ondra, já nevím, ale pro Ancient to bude dobrý.
So it's anybody's game. So Doug will be back after a quick break, and I'll see you guys in just a few.
No dobrý, ona by byla dlouhá i ta pauza. Takže tady budu končit stream, takže já to samozřejmě budu dál asi možná nějak sledovat. Asi už teda nebudu počít stream, ale to je jedno. Někde tam stream znovu, takže... Bezdůs.